come follow the brick wall. It's your girl Eva K, and I'm ready to eat. Hey, who ready to eat with me? Who ready to eat? Come bread with me, let's break bread. Come break bread with me, let's break bread. We about to eat this food and get fed. Come break bread with me, let's break bread. Now bow your head, hey, cause we gotta say the grace, cause we about to eat, we about to eat. I can't wait to eat. Let's eat, big girls, are you ready to eat? Come eat with me and let's talk. I want to get all in your business. What you gotta say? What you gotta say? I'm ready to laugh and I'm ready to play. Come on and break bread with your girl Eva K. Let's break bread.
You already got something in mind you want to start.
Yep. Look, y'all. I'm here with the beautiful Miss Holloway.
Hey, and I'm here with the beautiful Miss Kyle, Mrs. Kyle, excuse me.
Look, y'all. So, Sierra, don't kill me. This meal was sponsored by the Queen Vegan Project. And I got ribs, baked beans, cabbage. Breyauna got sushi. She have her ribs too in the box.
Yeah, I ain't innocent in it. I need to be out busting them heels with child and slacked off. I need to get back on it.
Let me tell you something. I've been slacking on my walking too. Like I did 19 miles in like 5 days. And I was like, oh. But my body, was like, girl, you ain't walked this much ever in your life. So you need to take a break. So I had to take a break for a couple of days, but I'm going to be back on it. Shout out to Jasmine Burning, which is my classmate. Also Sierra, who sponsored the meal, is my classmate. Jasmine and her mom made this beautiful meal that I am about to turn up on this camera.
And the sushi came from Nama. So we got some crunchy shrimp right here. And then some mango sake. That's salmon on the top. It is raw, but it tastes good. I love wasabi and our ginger. And then I grabbed us a bottle of some local wine. Been meaning to say something about this on my Instagram forever. This is an apple peach wine from the Appleborn Winery in Sevierville.
Okay.
So this is, we supposed to be, shopping and sponsoring black, but we sponsoring local too.
Now, this is my wine, girl. That's a glass from my wine. Cause we're gonna say our grace and then we're gonna get it in. But
we're gonna say grace and then we're gonna. Well, Jesus did drink wine too.
That's Jesus water.
That is, honey.
The apple
bliss.
Is it expensive?
No, it's moderate. It was like $13 for the bottle.
Okay.
Which ain't bad. It's more than the Barefoot. But about the same as a Stella Rosa.
Yeah, I love my Stella
It's not
Rosa.
cold. I didn't have a chance. You might want to.
That's perfect.
Put a little ice cube in there and hit that thing.
Let's say our grace and then we're going to get it in.
Lord, I'm sorry. I'm so hungry. I'm forgetting to tell
Right.
Thank you.
Now we thank you. Now we thank you for our food. For our food. Father God, we thank you. Father God, we thank you. Oh, amen. Oh, amen. Everybody who come on the show like, why you do that kitty
Girl,
prayer?
you about to send me straight to hell. I'm trying not to laugh through the prayer. I'm like, Lord, I'm back at my grandmama's table singing a grace.
Listen, my mama always made us sing it, and then I make my kids sing it, so it's what I'm used to. It's my go-to prayer. So,
oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, just bang over. You handle that sushi, because I'm going to get me some, but
Okay.
I'm about to dig into this good old soul food here. Now, Miss Holloway, tell me what you got going on. Tell us something about you.
Something about me. But you want like the professional resume rundown?
Whatever. Well, if you're talking about professional now, every time I call 311 because they ain't picked up my trash, I hear this voice trying to be professional. I'm like, is this Breyauna Holloway? She's like, how do you know it's me? Girl. You got one of those voices like Tabitha Brown. You know who Tabitha Brown is, the lady who do the vegan cooking. Girl, you don't know Tabitha Brown? I gotta show you some of her videos. But you got a distinctive voice like her. Like a very soothing voice. I could just listen to you talk.
I done been told several times that I need to work at a 900 number. They still yeah.
You want to tickle? You want to tickle yourself with a feather? 1-800 Breyauna Holloway.
What? I need to get me a dang on full step phone and put that number online for real and get me a little side hustle.
You a boom.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. This ribs falling off the bone. Okay, let's get back to you, girl.
I don't vegan ribs. I don't. A vegan.
Oh, they vegan ribs.
Oh.
Girl, this whole pork. This is out here oink. Falling off the bone like this. That'll be shame they sell.
No, but for those who don't know, I'm a Knoxville native. I'm an East Side transplant over here in a Ville, feeling like a regular West Sider right about now.
Right.
As long as I've been over here. I got 5 kids. Yeah.
You want to name them? You got to get the kids a shout out now. 5 kids.
God. Okay, I'm going to call it their nicknames of what we call them. So it's Shotty, Shia, Muffin, Onyx, and then my baby Honor. So my YouTube channel, which I'm still working on, it's been around for years, but it's in its infancy. It's called Novels and Knowledge. Y'all can check me out there. I'm gonna be adding some more content when I can find some time.
We'll drop it down below. Novels
and Knowledge. And so what that is, because my degrees are in
her degrees up. I need y'all to listen to this because this woman right here is so brilliant. Come on,
stop it. You too nice.
I love it.
No, my degrees are in sociology and criminal justice. So really, in a nutshell, what that made me is a criminologist, and basically what I study is the criminal behavior of Black people. That's basically what I study, what I'm good at. And so what Novels and Knowledge is, I started out as, was supposed to be a nonprofit, but I just didn't have the time or the resources to get everything flowing like I really wanted and needed to. It's a combination of a Black book club and a social justice organization. So I wanted to choose some books that were either written by Black authors or had Black authors as their main characters, and we could start to talk about those characters, maybe get our community back interested in reading, because you know our literacy rates are really low, and you know statistics have shown that most Black men that are incarcerated can't read beyond a 3rd grade level. You know, that's crazy. You can get out here and you can gang bang, you can shoot and sell drugs and do everything, but you can't even read past, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Seuss. You know, that's crazy. So, you know, I wanted to do that, and I went to law school for a little while. I didn't finish. I also studied for my PhD for a little while, but
so you gonna go back and finish?
Man, I want to go back and finish so bad. It eats me up every day. I don't think I want to go back and get my law degree, but I do want to finish my PhD. But love to teach at HBCU.
Okay.
But you know, if they don't get Knoxville College together up the street,
right,
I would have to relocate because it's nothing here. But then again, the way technology is, I might be able to teach online. So
like a satellite class.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm passionate about criminal defense, social justice advocacy. So that's where all that came about. But on my YouTube right now, it's just like a smorgasbord of stuff that I just like HBCU bands or Black bands. I got some videos of Shotty, some like highlight videos of him.
Cause he's very athletic.
He is. He is. I don't want to, you know, toot my baby horn.
Toot your horn, cause you are, baby. You rain, sleet, snow. I out there for your babies. The loudest one for your babies. You hear me?
Be it stroke level. But I got some highlight videos, and then my side hustle is I sell vintage clothes and I make natural body products. My afro puff looking a little dry right now, but
you should have brought me something to get
you know, right. And I meant to, and I forgot.
She live 100 steps from me, so all I'm gonna do is pop up.
I swear I meant to bring my homegirl Tyresa oil that I just ordered. Yes, She's another Alcinese alum.
Mm-hmm.
And I meant to bring a jar of my buttercream. I was gonna give it to you. Cause you had used that before on your son some years ago. And that's what I put in my hair as a moisturizer and on my skin and on my kids and everything to keep us all moisturized and going. But that's my side hustle. So I had some videos there like rubbing my feet with one of my body butter bars.
Well, you know they paying $50 for feet pictures right now. That's a hot fetish, I'm telling you.
I need to get me a full step phone and talk and video myself rubbing my feet with my body butter bar, huh?
Yeah,
I'm missing out.
When Baby Dallas was a baby, he had cradle cap and a whole bunch of things going on with his skin, and your stuff helped him. But I don't know, we lost touch.
I forgot it.
We gotta get back. But you don't really promote as hard as you was. Like back then, you was promoting hard.
I was.
But you so busy.
I'm really busy, working full time. Then I had got in school, so I was getting my master's while I had 4 kids. Then, like I said, running with my son, because he plays basketball and football, and he keeps the whole family going year round.
He's the oldest, right?
He's the oldest, yeah.
And how old is he?
He is 15.
And how old's the baby?
6 months. I
Oh
got
my
him spread
God.
out. Yeah, I started over, Lord.
Are you done?
Girl, yeah, I'm too old for this. I thought my ears was dry.
You what, 35?
Surprise, yeah.
You just 35.
Man, I thought the thing was dried up. I did.
That is hilarious. When I see you with that baby on that lap, I'm like, is that a grandbaby? No, that ain't her baby. I was like, no, that is her baby.
They better not make me know 30-something-year-old grandmama.
It happens. My mom was a granny at 30.
Mm-mm.
But she was a teen mom, you know. And that's what I'm seeing a lot out here, you know, in the Bill area. Like how you said you real big on advocating for your community. We need something for these kids.
Yeah.
Because they are bored. They don't have
are.
anything to do, especially with COVID. You know, people, most of us out here are essential workers.
Yeah.
So they
I worked
parents
through the
at
whole
work.
thing.
That's crazy.
I'm going to slide this over.
Can you work from home?
I didn't want to, because I was like, how am I going to work from home and no kids there howling in the background, you know? That ain't possible. But yeah, you know, and I'm living that stuff that they talk about on the news and people rant and rave about on Facebook. I'm actually living through that right now to see where my son is very athletic. And thank God, I really can't complain about my child. I really have like the ideal son that, you know, one that you would really ask for. He don't cause me no trouble. He not disrespectful. He just, that's the only thing I can say about him. He a little lazy.
That's
Little
normal
more
for
than
that
lazy.
age.
I heard it. It's irritating, but you know, he could be out here doing a lot of things. He could be out here fighting and trying to get somebody's ugly daughter pregnant. Or
Getting initiated in the gang, being
right,
real.
because they out here doing it for real. I see it every day. And he ain't doing none of that. He on that game when he ain't, you know what I'm saying, somewhere with a ball in his hand. But my daughter, on the other hand, she kind of like me. See, I was nerdy growing up. You know what I'm saying? You could find me sit on the porch with a book. Or I be in the library. I never played sports. They try to make me play sports since I was tall. I mean, I'm just 5'9", dang. Like I'm
You
out
could
here
be
like
a volleyball player.
Joanna, I mean, I could have been. But I didn't want to play nothing. I wasn't in to get sweaty. I wasn't in to breaking my nails.
Got you.
I don't want no balls hit me in the head. I wasn't into none of that. And then you start pushing me, and then I'm going to be mad, and we're going to be at the fight, and I'm going to be out the scene. So, that wasn't for me. But my daughter is bored. You know, she tag along, you know, with my son. I take the whole family. When we go watch him play, everybody coming. Like last year, because he plays at Alcinese. And he was a freshman last year. He didn't get a lot of playing time, but we was still there every game. I'm talking about, I don't care where I got to travel. I done traveled all over the Southeast. Dragging behind him, and I was big and pretty. My baby was She was like 10.5 pounds.
Whoa.
Yes. So
Did you have a C-section with her?
I had emergency C-section. They didn't know she was that big till she came out.
Man, that's a whole toddler. My baby was tiny though, so.
So I'm struggling to breathe, you know what I'm saying, get up in that stadium to sit there and watch him play. But, you know, other times she's bored, like, you know, like you mentioned, the whole COVID-19 thing. That cut AAU, that cut spring football. And so we just been in there just like, oh, you know, we don't know what to do with ourselves. I mean, I'm still working, so
really. Did you make him learn though? Was you doing like teach at home type stuff?
Honey, to be honest, no. I ain't about to tell no lie. And I got a master's, I can teach. But after I work all day at that stressful job, got to go to the grocery store, come home, cook, or grab something.
I thought you were going to say a little bit.
Girl, what lie I'm about to tell? No. Absolutely not. I be tired when I come home. I am exhausted.
Yeah.
And then when I come home, you know, by the time I make sure everybody fed, situated, hit a little laundry, maybe work on my side hustle, only thing I want to do is take off my clothes and go to sleep. You know, for real. Like, I commend the teachers because I couldn't do it. The attitudes from the kids, the attitudes from the parents, you know, I know I wouldn't last long.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't last long. But my daughter is bored, and so, you know, if you live at Herndonville, you probably see her running the streets with her little buddies. And it's a few of them, the girls, they just don't know what to do with themselves. And
they come over here and buy ices, though.
Huh?
They come over here and buy ices and candy. They love it over here.
And so, part of the problem with Save Our Sons, while they had good intentions, it completely left the girls out.
That.
And, you know, if you notice, you are seeing more and more black women being killed in the crossfires of what their boyfriends and baby daddies have going on. More and more of them are getting arrested. They used to give women a pass, you know, if you had a drug dealing boyfriend, you know, they would usually just put everything on him and kind of let you slide. But they ain't doing it no more. You got a boyfriend that's out here selling that dog or selling pills or whatever he doing, baby, they taking you down too, and you want to do time. They ain't putting you on probation. Honey, they send you right on down the river. And so I would hate for my daughter or any of the other little girls like she hang with to get caught up in some mess like it.
Right.
But what is there for them to do?
Right.
You know, like I said, I kind of self-discipline myself. I didn't have no problem. I love to go to the library. I would catch the bus. And, because my mama worked. She worked at the plants at Oak Ridge for the longest. And so she didn't have time to drive me around. And my grandmama showed me, because she never knew how to drive. If you want to get somewhere, you ain't got to sit around and wait on nobody or beg for no ride. Get on that bus. And get where you got to go. And that's what I would do. I get on that bus and go to that library downtown, and I sit there, check me out a few books, read, and come back home and sit on the porch and read some more.
But you always been smart. You knew what you wanted to do. And I feel like a lot of the young girls, we just, because I didn't know when I was younger, we don't know what we want to do. Like you said, it's not a lot of stuff out there for these young girls to even do, or that's going to keep their attention.
They don't have anybody to really emulate.
Right, because a lot of these programs are outdated. That might have worked when we were coming up somewhat, but now this is the age of technology. We need to have more coding things to teach these girls how to code. They need to go back to how to sew. You know, Sew and Sell It does some stuff with the young girls.
Because she is a good person. You know, and my daughter being her, and I even took another little girl. But, you know, I run into a lot of problems that I think so many other black parents run into. I'm working. I'm running my other kids everywhere, doing everything because I'm a single mother. I'm doing everything by myself. And it's difficult to find the time to run everybody everywhere they want to need to go. You know, you can only do so much. I'm just one person. Or, you know, in case she is really good about working with people, but I don't want to take advantage of nobody.
Right.
Even when you're willing to be good-hearted and work with a person, I'm having financial issues trying to pay for sports, the bills, and the sewing. And so, you know, with sports, you get out there, you can wash cars with the team, or sell this or sell that, or somebody might sponsor this. So you can get a lot of those costs covered. But they not out there washing cars for girls to sew.
Right.
They not out there washing cars for girls to take a trip to Spelman and see other young black women who, you know, look good, you know, and they ain't got everything hanging out. They not dressed like everybody on Love and Hip Hop or
Facts.
Atlanta Housewives, or dressed like no video beats, and they sexy and shapely, but they conservative and classy with it. And they trying to do something, you know, you don't get to see her, you know, young women studying to be pharmacists or doctors or engineers or scientists. You don't see that. So we have to get them to a place where they can see what they want to become. And I didn't know what I wanted to be. Even though as nerdy as I was, I changed my mind a million different times. When I was really little, I wanted to be a model and a veterinarian. Then when I got a little older, I thought about being a psychologist. But then when I got to UT, and I started looking at the criteria, because somewhere along the way I wanted to be a neonatal nurse too. I started looking at the class requirements. I was like, you know what, Lord, I know you able.
But this here.
Right, but I know you can only do so much.
Right.
And so it took me like 2 years of being an undecided major before I realized what I actually liked, what I was just really natural at, and that was criminology. I'm really good at studying people, was really good at studying crime, really good at studying my own people, because I was one class short of getting a second bachelor's. I could have had another bachelor's degree in African and African American studies, but it was something going on behind the scenes at the school, and I was advised not to do that. But I didn't know. I mean, at the time there was one black sociologist up there.
At UT?
At UT, a woman. She'd been there for years. I think she was the first black professor at UT.
Wow.
And she didn't have the best attitude. She was very uppity.
Fed up with it. Probably. She got her tenure. She ain't worried about you.
What you said. And so I didn't really have anybody who looked like me to go to for advice or to tell me. And I'm grown at this point to tell me to do this, go get an internship here, because I had Shadi Ashaya while I was at UT.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I got pregnant with him my freshman year. And then got pregnant with Shia at the end of my second year.
Okay.
So I'm still keeping a full course load at UT, working part-time when I can. And so I'm like, I can't do no internship. I can't work for free. You know, I'm at my own. I got my own apartment. I got bills to pay. Like, but I wish I had somebody there to guide me through.
That support system.
Yes, yes. And show me what to do. So I try to be that the best I can. I'm not perfect.
Right.
Lord knows I'm not. But I try to be an example for my daughters and their friends.
Right. That's my only thing. I wish I would have went to a HBCU.
Me too.
You know, we had the Black Student Alliance, and we had other resources that would like help financially sometimes, but I didn't get that experience. Like, I didn't have a black advisor or an advisor that I felt like was interested in me or knew anything that I was going through. You know, my mama don't really drive the interstate. So I was in Chattanooga. My mama was here. To her, in her head, I was in Africa somewhere, because she couldn't drive to get to me. So a lot of times I felt isolated because I was one of the ones that left home. You know, even though I was only an hour and 30 minutes up the road, I still felt isolated, and I feel like my advisors was just trying to kick me out. Just, okay, just take this class, go on. I'm like, but I want to be an occupational therapist. I knew what I wanted to do. Oh no, it's too competitive. Just take the, take the easy route. Take the easy route. And so when I went the psychology route, it was cool. I had a practicum, and then right before we were supposed to get our practicum grade, when we go to the place, it's boarded up. This is the first time that happened to me. It done happened to me twice in my life. The place was boarded up.
Now, what stage were you at?
I was at UTC in Chattanooga.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and I was at this facility that really tests autism to see like where they at on the spectrum. So we learned a lot about autism. We did a lot of testing, but they was doing insurance fraud. And they closed it down. They boarded it up, and my practicum hours and everything was just out the window.
Wow.
So it was like I had to start back from scratch. I didn't have all those contacts that was promised to me because it was a husband and wife team.
Wow.
So I just knew I had a job when I graduated and all this stuff, and I was just let down. The second time that happened to me was here in Knoxville at Quest. I was working for Quest, and they closed it down due to insurance fraud. So I'm like, I have to figure out a different route to go. Maybe I need to get away from like the social sciences and try to tap in. So now I got hired through Knox County. So I'm going to try that route, and see what's going on. Because I want to mentor. I want to look like these kids and show these kids that it is another way out. Sports is good, but like you said, you didn't want to play sports. You wasn't interested. So there's another way out, and to give them somebody that looked like them. I'm just 30 years old. I'm older than them, but I've been in your place recently. Most of my mentors growing up, they were older white people. Not saying nothing about them, but I just feel like they didn't know my struggle. If I get in trouble because I call somebody ashy because you think I'm cussing, you dang on sure don't know what I'm really going through, okay? Because you don't even understand that. You know what I mean? So it was a lot. I learned a lot young. Like we don't have the same struggle. They can drink unsweetened Kool-Aid.
You is crazy.
My Kool-Aid tastes like diabetes. It might look the same, but it's not the same. I try to say I don't see color, but I do.
And we do.
Yeah.
Whether we see it subconsciously or intentionally, you can't help but say it. So I hate when people say, "Oh, I don't see color." Yes, you do.
You need to.
You see color first, then you see gender second, and then you see everything else about that person.
Fact.
And people need to stop lying to themselves and each other about that. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's natural.
It's natural.
To pick that up.
Yeah.
That's the first time I say you white and you a man, or you black and you a woman. It just is what it is.
And I had this conversation one time with one of my white coworkers. When sometimes, just not saying all, but sometimes if a white person sees a black person, they cross the street or they clutch their purse. I could be around a whole bunch of gangbangers and I know they killers and I don't get scared. What scared me is a white man in a suit with a briefcase. Like that scares me. It's just like we can't keep.
We used to it.
Yeah, we used to it. Like that's where we're comfortable.
Right.
So
most of them gangbangers be related to us, so we grew up with them.
Hello.
That's why we ain't scared.
Yeah. So I mean, it's different, but they see a white man with a suit on and a briefcase. They welcome them with open arms, but they scare me. That's just how I condition. They scare me because most of the time they're powerful. They
got the power though.
They got the power to do whatever they want.
Or make sure that you stay out with your family.
Hello. I seen a post today on Facebook that was like, since we want to support black people, we need to stay out of the white man's prisons or something it said. And a girl on the post, Anaya, actually on the post, she said, that's okay because half of us not making it to the prisons anyway. And that hit, they killing us. And people want to gloss over that. We're killing each other, but when they say black on black crime, every race has killing. We just single it out.
They do. And people, and I'm glad people are starting to wake up and realize this, but you heal the people that you are around. So if you black, more than likely you're going to be around other black people the majority of the time. And same thing with Hispanics, whites. And it's even more so here because Knoxville is not diverse at all.
At all.
It's a majority white city. You got about 10 to 15% black population, give or take. Your Hispanic population is rising. I don't know the statistical numbers on their population here. And the Asian and Native American population and any other ethnicity is basically probably a 1% clumped together. Speaking of statistics, I hope everybody has either filled out or plan on filling out their census.
I did that. It's easy.
It is.
I thought it was going to be difficult. And
It's
I got
not.
5 members in my household.
And I got 6 and it was easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
It was really easy. So, you know, like they've been saying on the radio, what you fill out on that census determines, you know, what type of federal funding we get here in our hoods for our schools. You know, while we complaining we don't have this and that, or our schools are failing and we don't have playgrounds and rec centers. You know, they look at that and they say, oh, well, it's, you know, not that many black people here. So, you know, when we give it to these poor or black or minority neighborhoods, well, it's not that many here. So we just need to look over them or, you know, so maybe all the white people here in the Ville feel that, well, this has become a white neighborhood. Or maybe we don't need to designate Maynard as a Title I school anymore because, you know, it's not that many black people in the neighborhood sending their kids to that school. So we lose out on all kinds of funding, you know, not filling out that simple form. And it only comes around every 10 years. So make sure y'all fill that out. And then another interesting thing, I wish we was alive. You know, it's a protest going on outside the City County building right now.
Right now, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, over the newly appointed, they might be done. It's might be over, but over that newly appointed park director.
Okay.
Over the police advisory review committee for the city. So they're not happy with who the mayor picked.
It's a black woman, right?
It is.
Yeah, it's a black woman.
It's a black woman, and she's an attorney. But people are not happy. They are not happy. So
Are they not happy because, do you think because it's a woman or because she's a black woman?
no, because they didn't pick the other black man who was in the running for it.
Oh, okay. I'm really bad these couple of years on keeping up with the. I do go vote, but I don't really follow the politics like I used to, and that's bad. I know. I gotta get it together.
I didn't even use my chopsticks. Doggone.
I just wanted to make sure I still had it. So, what do you think about the lady who they appointed? Because you're very political.
That is a conflict of interest.
Okay, got you.
So I'm gonna be quiet on all that. I'm just gonna say they after having that protest over what they having it over, and I'm gonna leave it there.
Oh my goodness, Queen, listen, we're about to shift them before we get out of here. So what are your thoughts on marriage? Because you said you're a single mother. Okay, so what are your thoughts
We're gonna
on
be
marriage?
here another 30 minutes.
I'm
gonna run your time over. Let me hurry up. I'm long with it too.
It's okay.
So you married, and you was married before you had children, right?
My son was at my wedding. I'm gonna tell him, yeah, but my son was at my wedding. I didn't have a wedding. I went to the courthouse and had a reception, but baby, that was for 6 months.
Well, at least you got married. Now, and see, I catch a lot of judgment, and I can't say that, you know, it's not warranted, I guess, for having 5 children. I got 3 children by one man, and then 1 and 1 with the other 2. Probably not the best people to reproduce with, but I told you.
I cannot. I'm trying to be
honest.
professional.
I'm just being honest. You know, they all right. I ain't even gonna get on her and dog them. They all right. But hindsight is 20/20.
Okay.
Or rather, I should say, the hindsight, I had a little blurred vision, but I just should have been a lot more on my P's and Q's as far as being responsible with my birth control. really, I take the blame for a lot of the stuff. Marriage. I think marriage is essential. A lot of my hardships, struggles that I'm dealing with come from not having a husband. You know, they always say two heads are better than one, and it is. Where I'm so tired all the time, where I'm doing everything and I can't devote time to my passions, it's because I'm doing everything by myself. You need a partner. God assigned a man and woman to be in a partnership with each other. Children were not raised to be alone. I mean, to be raised by one parent. And that's why so many of our children are out here acting a fool, and why so many of us as adults are still messed up in the head from either not having a mother in the home or not having a father. Because there's a lot of mothers out here that's getting trifling too.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know, back when we was growing up in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, well, you weren't born to 90, but you know, you don't even remember the 80s. A lot of our schoolmates' parents was on crack. But now, the parents our age are pill heads.
Right.
Or heroin addicts. And they seem to be worse off than the crack kids was.
So the crack kids was at least go to work.
Right. And at least they would attempt to take her. They would get out and steal and take, you know, bring stuff back home for their children or whatever. But anyway, I wish I was married. I do. But then I say to myself, and a few of my girlfriends, you know, they had this issue too. We're kind of at the point now where we're older. We're either settled into our careers or settled into a job. And, you know, the crazy thing is none of us are married. We all have children, but none of my friends are married. And these ain't no, you know what I'm saying, little you know, one night boppers I'm talking about either. You know what I'm saying? These is decent women. And, you know, we're kind of at the point where, like, where would we even find the time and energy to date to find a husband?
Right.
Or how do you acclimate a man seriously into your home, you know, playing that stepfather role? How do you do that? In these times? And then where do you find a decent man that's on your level?
Okay.
You know, because just about everybody I have in my circle that I talk to on the phone on a regular basis, text talk to, they have a bachelor's degree or higher. And I'm not saying that just makes you, you know, just push you up on a high horse. But what having a college degree is supposed to do is supposed to financially elevate you. And it's supposed to also give you a little different intellect than what you would get just in high school. And so you want to be able to have a decent conversation with a potential spouse. You want them to be able to be the provider. You know, I don't want to have to, you know, pay everything by myself if we get serious, or
just to say you have a man.
Right.
With no goals.
Right, like I said, it's supposed to be a partnership. You know, at this age, in your 30s, you know, most of us are looking for homes to purchase. You know, we're interested in taking vacations together. And who wants to do that having to pay all or the majority of everything by yourself? I know so many of us want a man in the home for discipline, for a different type of structure that we can offer. And like I said, just for help around the home. Like I said, I have boys. And, you know, I wish, you know, they had somebody to go out and just, you know, throw the football back and forth with them or go to the court and shoot with them. I can't do that. Honey, I can't on a good day.
Right.
And it's not really the woman or the mother's role to do that. But, you know, so many people say, well, black women settle, or we're picking the wrong ones. Well, what do you do when almost everybody that is to pick or choose from is a gutter butt? What do you do?
I'm trying to be serious. I'm sorry.
No, I'm so for real. Like, I'm so old school.
Okay.
What I would look for in a spouse is, I want to. I'm such like a leave it to beaver. I wish I could get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, scramble some eggs and make some toast, pour the orange juice, make a little mimosa something.
Okay, so you want to be a Stanford wife?
Yeah, honey. I sure do. Honey, if you out there looking.
Listen. Get at my girl. But no, I understand what you're saying.
I do. I want to hand that plate of breakfast off to my husband and my kids on the way out the door. And, you know, both of us have a day job, you know, because working second and third shift is wear and tear on the body and the family structure as well. I want you to get off in the evening. We both get off. We take, you know, split up, picking up them kids in the evening and, you know, getting the kids back and forth to practice. Come home. We take turns cooking, grocery shopping. We tend to the kids, help them with their homework. Like you asked, you know, was I teaching the kids during the whole COVID thing?
But you tired.
I'm tired because I'm
tired.
doing it all by myself.
Yes.
You know, and then get the kids situated, then get in the bed and, you know, talk about how our day was, do what we do, you know, and it hell, but probably be too tired to do what we're supposed to be doing at night.
Oh, goodness.
For real.
Facts.
And go to bed and start it over. And then on the weekend, you know, Saturday is for family, or hell, in my case, it's for running a somebody tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sundays, if it ain't no tournament, I like to go to church. I think, you know, we need to get the whole family dressed up, go to church, have Sunday dinner, whether it's something you cooked at home or we go out to eat, and or take a little mini vacation on the weekend and then start it over.
Go sightseeing.
Yeah, do something.
Old school style.
Old school style, but you can't find it. I can't build no marriage with somebody that's in and out of jail all the time. You know, that stuff get old.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you on the run, or, you know, you living with your mom, or you with your baby mom, or, you know, you doing this, that, and the third. Just, yeah.
We got to do better. Our men got to do better, and we got to be that backbone for these men. I advocate marriage. I love marriage. My husband got a high school, you know, diploma. I do have a bachelor's degree. But, you know, I feel like I didn't settle.
Right.
He's a hard worker.
You got a
daddy.
good husband.
You know, he loved his family.
Mm-hmm.
And we can have conversations outside of football. He don't sit up and just play the game all day. We out, we do our adventures, and we have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, and I wish all women could have someone that just love them, that caters to them, because sometimes they think the women only supposed to cater to the men. But our men are supposed to cater to us as well. Because
it's a partnership.
it's not the 50s, you know, just to be real. You got to work all day, your feet hurting. He got to work all day, his feet hurting. And it's, you know, you just got to come together and be a team.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage, I have to realize, marriage is not about love. Love is in there, but it's a partnership. It's about building. It's about working together and communicating. If you can't do those simple things, the marriage is not going to work. And of course, finances.
Mm-hmm.
But you just got to keep God first, and it'll work out. But thank y'all. Look, if y'all want a part 2 with Miss Holloway, let me know. She live 1,000 feet from me. Maybe 600 feet.
Yeah, maybe I get a little more real next time we talk about some other things.
Honey, I be wanting to talk grown stuff, but I be in Walmart and kids come up to me singing my shows. I'm like, dang. Maybe I need to do just like a separate YouTube where I could just talk, you know, lady talk.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just need to, even though I'm married, you ain't supposed to talk about that while you're married.
Please.
It's 2020. You heard me.
You still grown.
You still grown, and I still want that adult conversation, or just, you know, we talk to each other.
Okay.
But I love y'all. Thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. And I will put where to find Miss Holloway down at the bottom. Love y'all. Peace.